Hello, class, and welcome to Problems and Solution Arguments in 5 Easy Steps. The first step in creating a problem solution argument is to find a problem. In your assignments in this first week, you are watching a TED Talk by Sir Ken Robinson entitled Do Schools Create or Kill Creativity? He finds a couple of problems. One, that schools focus too much on academic subjects and not enough on the arts. And two, we need to develop all parts of the brain to solve world problems. So the fact that we're not being taught creativity in school is leading to a larger problem. The next step would be to define the problem. Do schools really kill creativity? And what evidence do we have to support this? What does the author even mean by creativity? And if a school does quote unquote kill creativity, is it a big enough issue to warrant a problem that we need to solve? Do schools need to teach creativity, or is that something that people just do on their own, like take a pottery class on the side? And most importantly, is it important enough for us to be talking about? So in figuring out what your problem is, you have to narrow it down to say, what is the problem exactly? Then in step 3, you have to give evidence of a problem. You have to show that it is indeed a very big problem. And by showing me it's a very big problem, you're going to be, in essence, persuading me that I need to fix it. So you'll collect your evidence. Testimonials, what do experts say? You'll find some anecdotes from people who are in schools that they think killed their creativity, or maybe teachers who don't feel like they have the ability to teach creatively. Anyone who's kind of in the front lines having any experience with this. Then you have facts, statistics, data, information. Maybe you want to find out what courses certain schools offer. You provide, actual information. Then at the end of this defining the problem, you want to take a quick check. Does it make sense? Does your experience match the argument, and will your audience's experience match your argument? So do you feel like your school has killed your creativity? Do you think most people would feel that way? And do you feel like most schools encourage or discourage creativity? So you just want to give yourself a little logic check at the end of the problem, creating the problem stages, and see if indeed it does make sense. Then you're going to determine some causes and effects of the problem. So in that TED Talk with Sir Robinson, he talks about how schools focus on academics rather than artistic subjects, and has that cause has many effects. First, that students get stigmatized if they don't like or excel at academic subjects. Like in my Dilbert cartoon here below, when someone says they're creative, that they get stigmatized as being they don't have any math or analytical skills. Another effect of only focusing on academic subjects like math and science was that we only develop a small portion of our brains. We don't necessarily reach our full human potential. And another effect is that the world needs more creative people, and we just don't have them because we're not teaching people to be more creative. So there's lots of effects of the problem, and usually the problem is the cause of these effects. The cause. Then, step 5, you're going to determine and evaluate solutions and outcomes. What are the identified solutions, and have they been tested? Do the solutions actually resolve the problem? And what other solutions can be offered? So the solution that he implies is that we should change our curriculum focus to be more balanced between academic and creative subjects, because there's lots of different parts of the brain, lots of different intelligences that we need to develop. By doing this solution, the expected outcomes are, well, we'd have more well-rounded students with fuller potentials, and that students of all abilities and intelligence might feel more valued, like they have something to offer this world rather than just math and science. Now, with any expected outcome, you're going to have to test if you're going to have to evaluate them and see, if we do this, will it really have these outcomes? Uh, does this solution really give us more well-rounded students, and will students really feel more valued? And if there's something else that we're not thinking of, maybe the author has not, or there's a counter argument that that's not being addressed here. So you want to, every time you're coming up with solutions, you want to think about what comes out of that solution, and does that make sense? Finally, I've given you a quick and easy little graphic organizer that you can use when you're creating problem and solution arguments. You want to figure out first the problem, who it affects, what it is, where it's happening, when it's happening, why it's happening, and how does it occur. You want to figure out what causes and effects come out of this problem. Then come up with your solutions and then your outcomes. By filling out this nice and easy chart on your own, you can easily develop a problem and solution argument.